What's up, Orange fans? It's Zaire Franklin with another edition of Z60. Today I got my dog, the young prodigy, Kendall Coleman. What's up, man? How you doing?
I'm good, man. How you doing?
I'm good. I'm good. So my man's from Indiana, Indianapolis. I got like a weird list sometimes, so I think I said it wrong. But what is it like growing up there? You know what I'm saying? I've never been there. Honestly, I don't really know where it's at on the map. But tell me like what that means to you.
It's cool. Like Indianapolis is it's a big enough city to have a big city feel to it, but it's still like kind of in the Midwest, and like there's farms. If you're not in Indianapolis, then you on farms pretty much in Indiana. But Indianapolis is still a big city. We're not as big as them, but we like Chicago and Detroit and all that stuff. Like we right there with the rest of them.
So what's your favorite thing about going back home? When you go back home, is like what's the one thing you gotta do?
One thing I got to do is just see my people, man. I got to make my rounds. Like, I love my high school. I love representing my high school. So I go back there and visit my coaches and teachers and stuff like that, and make sure everybody that's back home, that's still back home, I get a chance to see them and talk to them, no doubt.
Yeah, right on, right on. All right, so I found out you had a hidden talent. For a lot of people that don't know, my man Kendall competed in what was it, a male pageant last year?
Yeah.
I wish you came in second.
No.
They cheated him because I wasn't there. But look, my man, you have a hidden talent. You want to tell us a little bit about that talent?
Yeah, so my senior year, we had this mandatory project that we had to do. We either had to like write this crazy long essay or turn in a piece of artwork. And I was slacking off. I didn't know what I was going to do. So like the day came that it was due, and I was like, damn, what am I going to turn in for this? And at the last second, I just jotted something down real quick, some little poetry, and turned it in. And the teacher was like, whoa, I didn't know you could do that. And after that, I showed it to my parents and showed it around to my family, and like everybody told me it was something I should look into and keep trying. So now it's something that I do seriously, like in my free time. It's a big hobby of mine. It's a big part of me, writing down poetry.
And I don't know too much about poetry, other than like what a haiku is or whatnot. But what would you say like is more like your style of poetry? Do you think you kind of like it's not like a over beats and stuff like that. It's more like a written spoken word type of thing.
Yeah, definitely. So the stuff that I've written down so far is more just spoken word, written, kind of just to my own flow and rhythm. I have worked on some stuff where I would maybe put it to some soft music in the background and see if I can match up the rhythm and everything.
Okay. And you've been working on trying to get some public performances going on lately, right?
Yeah, we'll see how that goes with this upcoming school year. See what stages I can get onto and maybe read my poems aloud to crowds.
Yeah, that's dope. Last thing about this, do you have like a favorite topic you like to write about?
Everything that I've written so far is about me and experiences that I've gone through or what I've seen other people and what they're going through. So everything is firsthand. It's all from right here.
That's dope. That's dope. All right, so every time somebody comes on the show, I always ask them like what inspires you, like what pushes you to be great every day?
My family, man. That's what it comes down to. Like I said earlier, like when I go home, it's about seeing the people that I'm around and stuff and that I grew up with. So when I come out here, it's about representing them in my high school, and most of all, like I said, my family. My parents went through a lot, and my siblings actually go through a lot, like trying to make sure that I got what I need. I'm the youngest, and so just making sure that I do right by them. That's what motivates me the most.
Yeah, for sure. You seem like a big family man.
Yeah.
All right, right on. So now it's time for the Z60. I hope you're ready. I mean, I know you spoken words, so you're supposed to be good with the words and all that, but I don't know how you finna do with this. You feel me? Because I got some questions I'm finna throw out of left field at you.
Go ahead.
You ready?
Yeah, man, I'm set.
All right, let's get it down. Describe Coach Baber's years in the movie title.
John Q is what I would go with. He'll go through a lot of anything just to make sure that we all set and got what we need. So.
No, that's the most quality answer we didn't have yet. Shout out to you. You're trying to be a coach's pet or not. All right. So if you were to run for president of the United States, what would your slogan be?
What would my slogan be?
We gonna skip that. We gonna skip that. What's the worst sport you ever tried?
The worst sport I've ever tried? We had to do handball one time in PE for my high school. Apparently it's like an Olympic thing. I don't know. I never watched it. It was awful. I hated it.
Okay, if you were on NCAA football, what would your rating be?
I'll definitely be like 87, 88.
You know what? I concur. All right, last question. When you grab the aux cord in your car, what's the first song you're putting on?
The first song I'm putting on is probably going to be something by Jayco. I'll bump Jayco nonstop.
Yeah, right on. What's your favorite Jayco project?
My favorite Jayco.
You get this wrong, you got to get off the team.
A Tale of Two Cities.
I'm talking about album-wise.
Album-wise, 2014 Forest Hill Drives In.
Really?
Yeah, man, that thing goes.
Friday Night Lights, dog.
What you talking like? Friday Night Lights was good, but like, come on now.
Just good?
No, it was good, but like, man, you talking about like you see the progression of J. Cole through all of his albums. Like, he one of those artists that he don't have any albums that sound the same, and so you see him grow in each album. And that 2014 Forest Hills Drive just like came back and hit people like, dang, Cole really like he changed. He looking back on it now like, dang, like maybe things weren't as bad.
Dang, you know what? That's a quality. You know what I mean? I appreciate your synopsis.
Yeah.
All right, right on. All right, well, appreciate you, Orange fans, checking out another edition of Z60. Check out next week with a new teammate. Really though? I gotta go Friday Night Lights though. Friday Night Lights is really the classic, bro. He started too deep for the intro with the Badu
like,
sample.
And that's the thing. Like, you talking about favorite project, like all of this. The one that I feel like wasn't really like
The last one.
The hitter. Even the last one I felt like really because he changed again. He grew like
He changed, but the last one was kind of lame.
I know on the last one it's not like the usual J. Cole and like how he's been rapping and like been talking about stuff. But it's another point of him growing and understanding more in life. And like the one that I felt like kind of just like was stagnant a little bit was Born Center. And Born Center goes like it's hard. But like,
you know what? I understand.
Time,
so you're looking for
like, progression. Exactly. Like
I
want to hear the story, like where your life headed and like what's going on. I'm not trying to hear like the same rappers say the same stuff over and over again. Like,
That's fair. But what I will say is, one, Friday Night Lights is by far, heads and shoulders, his best one. Second of all, the two False Prophets and Everybody Dies. It's better than every song that he dropped on the album, and he ain't put on an album. So it's like, so that made the album seem kind of trash because False Prophets is heat.
I thought both of those songs were better than all the songs.
That's what I'm saying. So how can you even say that? And False Prophets wouldn't be the best song on Friday Night Lights.
Bro, Everybody Dies was killer, bro. I was jamming. I knew the words of that in like 2 days.
Okay, all right. Appreciate you, Kendall.
No problem.
My dog.